It's actually happening. Today, Global Offensive got Unranked Matchmaking, a feature people have wanted pretty much since the game's release. This lets you play on any map you like, on any game mode you like, with as many friends as you please, no matter what their ranks. And the outcome of the match won't affect your rank. This sounds like it would obviously be a good thing to have, but until now, if you wanted to do something as simple as to play a game of Dust 2 with a friend, then you couldn't if your ranks were too far apart. To play together, you'd have to ruin the game for others by using a fake account with a lower rank or something like that. Sure, we had Scrimmage, which was like Unranked but limited to just a few maps, and for just one game mode. So just see Unranked as being like a beefed up version of Scrimmage, available for 5v5, Wingman and Danger Zone game modes. Provided you have Prime, you can toggle between ranked and unranked modes in a simple flick of a button, and you can see here that nothing else about the process changes. Easy. But now we get onto the other change, and that's to Prime. Just so we're all on the same page, Prime puts you in matches with other Prime players, ensuring that everybody in those games has either paid $15 for Prime status or has played enough games to earn it. This hopefully protects Prime players from many of the cheaters and griefers in the game, who are often seen in the free and easily accessible portions of it. But Prime can no longer be earned, it has to be bought. Sorry to all those players who are about to unlock Prime status by grinding matches. You'll have to spend $15 to get it now. Valve's blog explains why these changes were required. They start off by making it clear that the game going free to play was not a mistake. They have to say this because many people insist that it was. And by requiring people to pay for features, it sounds like Valve are backtracking on this somewhat. But if you look at what is being put behind a paywall, you'll see that Valve are sticking to their guns here. The game and all its game modes are still free to play. It's just all the perks associated with it that are being put behind a paywall. Stuff like XP, ranks, drops and skill groups. Valve says this had to be done because the system in its current state encouraged bad actors. By bad actors, I think what they mean are large-scale operations doing stuff like account farming, where automated systems would grind new accounts to Prime status and then to sell them on for less than the $15 to undercut the cost of Prime status, or to use them to grind drops for profit. You wouldn't think all this was worth it, but when there's an opportunity to make money, people always find a way. And along with this update, it appears as though Valve is shutting down any accounts bought through these illegitimate third-party services. Rip anybody who bought a Prime account illegally. You may be getting a notification like this soon. I see this change as Valve admitting a limitation with the trust factor. I think it works well on an individual level, on accounts that people actually play on, but it didn't combat automated systems which didn't even play the game, and which existed solely to make a profit. I have no way of knowing this, but it could have been those bad actors who were ruining everything for everybody else, sabotaging the Overwatch system to mask their botting operations. I suppose that time will tell if hiding certain things behind a paywall will put an end to these activities. Let's return to Unranked Matchmaking again. Much like Ranked, it will still use your rank to determine the games you're put into, but Unranked won't change your rank based on the result. So as an example, I wouldn't have downranked for surrendering in this match after 8 rounds because of the 2 AFKs we had on our team. But since your rank will remain unchanged, does this mean you'll be crushed by Silver 1 Smurfs in every unranked game you play? Probably not. I reckon that Unranked uses a separate ranking system, which will still change over time. It's just that you'll never know what these ranks are, which would be perfect, wouldn't it? These players would be incentivized to play ranked simply to know how good they are, instead of being put in vague, but balanced, matches against players of unknown quantity every time. In theory, Unranked will be used for fun, and Ranked for competitive play. In theory. It will take time to know if these changes are what CSGO needs. It won't stop many of the accounts that have already reached Prime status for free. And something tells me it won't be the last we hear of smurfing either. But it's hopefully a step in the right direction. And for all of you who don't have Prime, Valve has given you a 2-week grace period in which you can buy it to keep your current rank and XP progression. You have until the 17th.